Wait,
Yeah, I'm good. Yo, bro, when are you gonna come down here? No, no problem. Didn't you install the Microsoft Office here in this PC? But then logins. Okay, now let me try maybe use my Microsoft account. But it needs some subscriptions. Wait, okay, sure. Mm.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Morning.
Can we start?
Can we start at 10:35 just in case for everyone else to join in?
Okay. So are we gonna start with measuring, or maybe we can start with the build-up of rates? So which one do you guys really want to start with, so that we can just go through the one you want to start with, and then we come to the second one, because okay, you wanted to say something?
In the chat, they said measuring.
Okay, which is drawings, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, this is the drawing I have. It's kind of complicated a bit, which is a double story. From the client that I'm doing, so I won't show so much about it. I'm gonna do which is the plan, only the first floor plan. I mean the ground floor plan, and then this is the second floor plan, because it's a double story. So I think we just need to. I'm just gonna start with the ground floor plan, measuring the ground floor plan from excavations. I mean the clearance of the site, excavations and concrete, and then the superstructure, which is from substructure to superstructure. I don't think we maybe can finish it today to the first floor, but then I'm gonna try by all means to be fast and measure the sub and then the superstructure as well. So, and another thing I'm having here is that the laptop is yeah, it's okay, but then I'm gonna try use because my Microsoft is not okay actually, so hence it's a new laptop. So I'm gonna try by all means to do the calculations using which is maybe these portions, because I can do it on Google, but then I can't really do it on Excel, because it says it needs some subscriptions, but then I can't really log in on it. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do the calculations here, if that's not the problem with you guys. So okay, let's go through the drawing then. As we all know that when you're measuring the drawing, in fact, like taking the beams, you start with horizontal, right? And then you go, you measure your verticals. So I'm gonna start with the verticals, as we all can see here. So do we all have maybe a screen here, or maybe there's can you see the drawing, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay, sure. Let's first start with our horizontal. Okay, there is a thing called setbacks, which is this is the setback, and then this is the setback, and then there is something called a recess. Let me try to explain it. A recess in the building. Like, let's say if you taking this part, like you moving this portion up here, hence the dimension of which we have 26,390 millimeters. So which is 26.39 meters from here. So from here up until here, and then our external walls are 230. So it's not 270 or 1. Yeah, it's 230, which is one brick wall. So we're gonna start measuring here, and then we're gonna take these dimensions and then plus this, plus this, because we're doing the excavation. We're just gonna excavate everything in here, and then the outside walls. Hence, we're starting with external walls. Let me just go through and then. Let me just do it here, and then I'm just gonna calculate it here on oh, never mind. This is another bills of which for that were done. Please never mind that. Hence I said that this laptop is new, and then it has a problem with the Microsoft Excel. I had the I prepared, but then it's on that laptop that was slow yesterday. So I'm just gonna use this one for today. Okay, we have 230. So we're starting from exactly from the corner of this building to another corner of from the right, and then we take the other dimension, which is 230 plus 3.8 plus 27, which is to 26.39 times 2. Okay, 26 9 then so because it oh shit. Okay, hence it's whatever you do on the left hand side, you also do it on the right hand side. Only if hence we getting a square meter of this building. So we have this side, and also this side. So whatever you do on that side, you as well do it on another side. Hence we have 26.39 on this side as well. So let's go and check for if we do have a recess on this building. Okay, let me just use highlighter. Okay. This is the wall, and that I'm gonna take from corner to corner, and then
There's a question in the chat asking which item are we measuring for?
oh, okay. Currently, we just because I'm saying we're gonna start with site clearance, and then from the site clearance upon excavations, and then the concrete. I don't know. Maybe if we can maybe make it to like a concrete, like a foundation walls up until superstructure, or maybe we just. But as I said, that I'm gonna try my best that we do. We going fast, you know. So currently we going for it.
Everyone just
Pardon?
needs to. We don't need to go fast. I think people
Okay.
just need to understand each and everything that you're teaching here. So you don't need to rush.
Oh, okay. Let me quickly explain this. Okay, when you're measuring substructure from the site clearance, as we have this dimension, or this one, that's 26 point, and then we have this side, which is 24.78, and then which is 24.8. Okay, yeah, 24.8. So it's 24.8 on another side. So as I said, we whatever we do on that side, we as well do on another side. So after we have this side, our external, like which is the dimensions of the external walls, and then we add 3.5 for side clearance, which is 1.5 on another side and 1.5 on of another side, which is left and right, 1.5 and then 1.5 for a side clearance. That's the allowance of the side clearance. I'm just hoping that we're going all together and in this, because and then gonna be 52.78 plus this one. Of which there are so many ways of measuring this. Like hence we I'm trying like the easiest way of going through that, other than maybe going like adding 3.5 here and adding 3.5. I'm just gonna maybe add I'm just gonna add those in this total amount. The the side of the site clearance, which is 1.5, 1.5, which is 3 meter, 3 meter, 3 meter, which makes 6,000, which is 6 meter plus, and then we have our site clearance. That's 1.5,
There's a
1.5.
question here asking, is 3.5 a standard, or it depends on the story of work to work upon?
Of which the 1.5 side of it's standard, you know, whatever you do when you clearing, even on civil side, it's always standard. When you're clearing like the roads, the building, you allow for 1.5 on another side, and then allow for 1.5 on another side, and allow for 1.5 on the another side of the verticals maybe, and then another side of that make the total of 3,000 from both sides. And then hence now we're measuring 4 sides of the building, then we allow for 1.5 and then 1.5. It depends on maybe the engineer can maybe specify if he or she needs another allowance of the site clearance, but then 1.5 is standard according to my knowledge. 1.5 is standard, and then yeah, because that's a working space. Hence when we're clearing, it's a 1.5 by 150 millimeter thick, which is the depth of site clearance. I think we all know that 150 millimeter thick. But then about the specification, it's always given sometime, but then the specification I always had is clear sight of all veg, shrubs, and rubbles not exceeding 150 millimeter thick. So that's the specification. I don't know if maybe I can just write the specification down here or what, but then yeah, that's the specification. They usually give you the specification on the BOQ. That's why I'm just going through the calculations. I don't know if that's okay with you guys. So let me just check this BOQ. If I do have a BOQ here, that was I think it has a site clearance. So I think they do have a site clearance. They have clearance, clear side of all debris, and but then the specification, I don't think the specification is it's not enough, I think. So yeah, this is the specification of those BOQ. They usually give you the specification. You just need to measure, and then you price your building. Like as on this one, this is the building that I'm currently I'm measuring for my client. So yeah, let's just go through the building, guys, please. Am I clear though?
There's a hand up.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing it.
It's just gone down. Can the person who raised their hand up, do you still have a question?
I don't know if he has a question or what, but he can, yeah.
And the person who asked a question in the chat says yes, they're covered.
Okay, so we're just going through like now we're done with the site clearance of this whole site, meaning the whole site we just cleared as we have it. This is the another version. I'm just gonna this one. Okay, Now that we're done with the site clearance, and we're going through the, which is the excavation of this building. So let's go through the excavations. Right. Seems like it's giving me problems. Yeah. I'll try my best next time, guys, to come back with everything. Okay, I trusted my laptop. Now I'm using my colleague's laptop, and then my phone is connected to it. Hence, I have my information on my phone. But then I promise next time when we're going through some things and payment certificate and so on, I'm gonna come in with everything in order, like my laptop, okay, and then because the only problem I had was that my laptop crashed last week. So I'm using another laptop for now for work, and I'm too far from the office. So maybe if I was in the office, I was gonna use the computers in there. I saw a hand.
Yeah,
I don't know if
there's a hand from Guashu. Can you please go through?
Pardon?
Morning, sir. I hope you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was mentioned last
Yeah,
time
bro.
that we do have students who are joining in the sessions so as to learn from those
Okay.
who are already in the making in the industry. So my request was that when we are going through the measuring, let's try to take it from the basis of standard system so that they can learn other things too, because you find that institutions, they teach some things and they don't teach some things. So let's try to ensure that our sessions, they cover most of the things that are not covered on their syllabus so that they become knowledgeable. So like just now, we've just finished measuring the site clearance, and maybe you can try to talk about the removal of trees, because it's also part of site clearance, and I know most institutions, they don't cover that. They just do the basics of clearing the site, and mostly they don't teach others about trees.
Okay, no problem. I'm just gonna check for my thing here. Okay. Documents. I'm just gonna measure and going through with the standard system. So I think that's gonna be okay. This is the standard system of measuring building work, which is the 2015 edition, which is let's just go through the standard system then. Thank you so much for that. I almost forgot it. I don't want to lie. I didn't even think or thought was just gonna go through the measuring and okay, this is the units of measurement that we using in construction, in fact. Because this is a general for demolitions. Sometimes they measured in numbers, like a structure. You can measure a building like a building in number, like there's like there's a breaking up, which is a breaking up and removing surface concrete, like you know, those concrete that are laid maybe in 150 millimeter thick, or maybe they measured in square meters when they are laid down, you know. So hence we don't have in our drawing that the things that is hence we don't have demolition in our building. I'm just going to go through this this item of demolition. So like a breaking up, there's a breaking up of cabs, which is if there are cabs in your BOQ, then they are measured in meters, and then of which even if you lay the cab, they are always in meters. So yeah, let's just go through the alterations, which is the barricade, temporary barricades. The units of measurement sometimes, yeah, sometimes are given and sometimes are not even given. You just measure them as an item. Like hence there is no. There are some things that you measure as an item, like such as water, if like which is keeping excavation free of water, they always an item. And then yeah, let's just go through the excavations, and then I don't know if I just go through the standard system of measure all of it, but then we all know that hence we have some student here who doesn't know maybe much about standard system. Everything that you do in building, this is your Bible, like the point of reference. You refer to the standard system every time you measure a thing. So this is a digging up and removal of rubbish, debris, vegetation, hedges, shrubs, trees, not exceeding 200 millimeter girth. So everything that which is bush and etc, like this is a site clearance. So like you dig up everything, and then you grab up on a specification. Sometimes they might say grab up and remove, or maybe dig up including tree stumps and all, you know. And then they give you the girth of the tree stumps as well. So they are in square meters in site clearance, but then the trees, yeah, in numbers, removals of larger trees and tree stumps in exceeding 1 meter. This is the 1 meter, like the diameter of the is 1 meter in diameter, like, and then 1 meter high. Then they are in numbers, and then you include them as the girth around the thrusting high above ground level shall be stated grouping sizes exceeding and not exceeding 500 girth, and thereafter in stages. Okay, let me try to check if I do have the okay, let me check my drawing if I do have trees in my site clearance, my site. No, I don't have one. I don't have one. I only have paving and thing. Okay, I'm just gonna pass that item, hence we don't have it on my drawing, and then yeah, we can then check on this one. Drawing, I don't have one. Okay, the site clearance. So where the value is of relative significance, the removal of hedges, it shall be given separately in meters or in numbers. So this, like when you're measuring like the clearance. I mean the whole site clearance. Like if your site have trees, hedges, and they are given. I once had a drawing that had hedges, tree stumps, and a building that need to be demolished. But then I don't know where I put the drawing. Okay, let's just go through the excavations and the because yeah, hence we don't have it on a drawing. Okay, bulk excavations. Sometimes the bulk excavation, if maybe you have like a basement, like today we won't have bulk excavations. I think I do have a drawing that needs a bulk excavation, of which that's for another day, how you measure a basement and all. But then today I'm just gonna go through the the excavation, which is trenches and the concrete, and yeah. So let's just go through this. I think that and then that's the standard system of measuring building work. If maybe there is someone who doesn't know the standard system of measuring building work is, and then in a civil side they use a koto. Sorry.
I'm just saying that I think today we could just go through the things that you have currently, and in other sessions we'll unpack certain items in broader view.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
This is how you measure the building. You take this side, like this side, and then like what you need to first create is the square in the building. If it's given like this, and then you create a square, like you take this side up here and take that
Sorry, are you
this
projecting?
side. Pardon?
Are you projecting? Are you sharing your screen?
Pardon? Yeah, I am. Push. Let me check.
No, no, no. No, you're not.
Ish. Okay. Can you see my screen then?
Just a moment. It's still a bit blank on my side.
Not yet.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Pardon?
okay, now. We can.
Okay, let me just stop sharing then and then try again. Okay, I stopped sharing and then
Yeah, we can see your screen now.
my screen is shared again. You can
Yes.
see it now.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Okay. Is everyone seeing the screen?
I should think so, yes.
Okay, maybe yeah, they see. Okay, when you're measuring the building, like you first need, so that it won't confuse you, you need to take the sides, like make it a square, you know, like take this side up here and as well take this side up there and take this side where you're gonna excavate, like whatever that you need to take up here, and then make it a square. Also take this one so that it makes it easy to calculate. So let me just I was using a highlighter like this one and this one. This is the wall that I'm gonna take up, and then this one because we're gonna excavate here, and then what is happening to my thing now? So this is the wall that I'm gonna measure, the one I'm highlighting. the one I'm highlighting, this one, and then this one, and this one as well, and this one. It's giving me the problem, this one, yo. So these are the walls that I'm gonna measure, like, and then times with times 2. Okay, let me just go through those calculations. Maybe I'm gonna be okay. This is what my laptop is doing today. Okay, hence we're doing now the excavations. Like we have 26.39 and then 24.8 for this is horizontal, and then this is our verticals, and then this is a side clearance like that we have, which is gonna be so which is gonna be 108. Makes me hard now to do it. This is gonna be 108.38 square meters, and then you oh, I'm sorry guys for this. I'm trying to open this BOQ. Okay, yeah, thank you. Hi. Okay, that was 24 point. It is 24.78. 24. 0.78. Yo, could have been exceeded. That can 24. See the problem I'm having, guys, of using the new is this. So now I can't even do any calculations. God. I'm having a problem again. Okay, let me just calculation another way, or maybe I can just I can just send the calculations of the drawings I have, and also I'm just gonna send on the group the drawings and also the calculations for of the specific drawing, and also the rules, because I do have some, so that maybe someone can just reference from that drawing I measured. It's 100. So I'm just gonna send it on maybe on the group, or maybe if someone wants it, I can just send, because some of these drawings are confidential. So if you maybe ask for it aside, then I can send it. So I don't know if we guys agree about that. Can I send it on a drawing, or maybe can I send it on aside?
So what I think I'm going to do is just find a centralized place where everyone can just access all documents that all
Okay.
presenters are willing to share.
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna do that from the excavations up until the roof and the finishes and the measuring of the plumbing. So I'm just gonna send it on a group because this laptop now is giving me the problem of which it just need to like be the Microsoft need to be installed. So hence it's a new laptop. So I'm just gonna like send a drawing of which not this drawing then because this one is the working drawing. I don't lie. It's a really confidential drawing. That's why I'm only sharing only the plan. So I'm just going to explain. I'm just going to explain the drawing and then how to calculate it and then how to calculate the the excavations. So you just go like take the horizontal walls and then outside walls and then the excavation. Let me just go and check if what was the okay. Here is the specification of the concrete. That's the concrete and also the size of our excavation. Just just zoom a little bit, and then yeah. As we all know that like foundations are provisionals. It means like if the foundations are provisionals, like you can be given a foundation like this and then they don't give you the dimension if the I mean the size of the excavation, and then you're allowed to measure the drawing, hence the scale is 1:200. You're allowed to measure it with a ruler and then you can say maybe it's 1.1 the height of your excavation, and then the drawing maybe 250 or 450 or maybe 600. So this is how you do the excavations, like the foundations. In fact, like right now we don't have hardcore filling and we don't have like the height of the excavations. We only have the one that we need to measure, which is the external walls, that we need to measure, yeah, which is from the this is we only have the external walls, which is that we need to get the center line of this so that we get the depth of the whole building, like the of 250, because inside I think inside is it's 150 millimeter thick like walls, which is the one that divides the building. So the only thing you do is to take your overall girth and then multiply by 1.5 by the four corners. Hence, you made your building a square. Multiply by your four corners. You deducting those corners. Let's say maybe if we had like this, let's say if our overall girth was 26 times 2, which is 26 times 2 is like 26 times 26.39 times 2, it's 52.78 times 2, and then that's another side, and then plus, which is we now add this side, which is 24.78 times 2, which makes 102.38. Hence, we pass the site clearance. We're now on excavations. And then what you need to do is that's 102.34. And then if you have a recess, you take that, let's say this is the recess we have, this one, this portion here, this is the recess we have, and then we need to check for another one, and then you multiply these walls as well and add them in that overall girth of your external walls, which is 665 times 2 as well. 60 plus 606 0.6 65 times 2, which makes 103.67. And then we check for another recess, which is this. There is one, because this is where the excavation will go on this side. And then you take that wall, there is no, this is the setback, and then that wall is this one is also a recess. So now our recess is, if we take that wall up here, our recess is gonna be 1.4 times 2, which is this wall and that wall as well, which is gonna be 1.4 times 2, which make 2.8. And then you add 2.8 on that overall of our external walls, which is plus 2.8, which makes 106.47. And then you take another wall, which is we're doing 270, like 270 wall. And then there is another recess for us, because this is a recess number 1, recess number 2, and then this is recess number 2. This is not a setback, hence it have this wall, of which our recess now is 600. So 600 times 2, of which is gonna, at this point, is gonna be 600 only, because we took this side of the wall, which is that 1.4 times 2. So now we're just gonna add one wall of that recess, because we already taken that 110 1.100 400. So we're taking only one side at this time. So this is the recess number 3, and then we check again if we do have a recess. Okay, we come in here on this drawing up here, and then take that wall, and then we make a square, and then we take this one, this wall, and then we put it here, and then it now makes us to have a recess, which is, this is the recess number 4, I think. Let me check. This is recess number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and this is the recess number 5. Because you want to get these, like these walls here, like the excavations of these walls in, and as well as the square meter of the brickwork that you're gonna need. So that's why you have this recess. I don't know if maybe know about the recess before I just go through the recess thingy. Maybe if someone is lost what the recess is, explain it. Are we guys okay about the recess? And or maybe do we understand what the recess is, right? Hence the other bro here said there are students. So I just want to make this clear as much as I can.
Hello, sir.
Sure, bro.
Can you please explain a bit on the recess, so that I can maybe understand, for I am a student also.
Okay. Oh, okay. The recess is are the internal walls that you can like okay, at this point, let's say you have, I don't know if let me just draw. Let's say at this point you have this wall here, right? And then this wall, you just need to get this portion, but then you can't take this wall this side, because there is also a wall this side that you need to measure, and also the wall here, this one. And then in order for you to get the diamond, like the excavation of that wall, you need to measure it along. Hence you won't multiply it by by this wall, because when you, okay, let me just do it like, maybe it's gonna make sense if I do it like, okay, let's make this a square, the easiest way, so that no walls are left behind. This is the square. Okay, we take this one from here, and then this is the, like the thing that we need to do. And then now that we take it, we took this wall down here to here, you know, whatever dimension we have, which is this dimension, which is 70/20, this is the dimension of this wall. And then there is this wall here, which is 660, which is this wall. This, you transfer this wall to here. So we have that 660 wall. And then there is this wall that, okay, let's first do the horizontal. Okay, we come here as well, and then we make it a square. All down here. All down here. You make it a square, and then you come here, and then you take that portion from here. Make it square. Now we have this portion, which is this wall. This is this wall from here. We have, this is the wall, and then this wall is here, the portion of it, because the other portion is this one, like this one. Now on that portion of 1.720, we're gonna deduct this one, which is this 550. We're gonna deduct this 550, and then we get this portion from here to here, like from here to here, which is, if you deduct so 1.7, it's gonna give you another dimension. Yeah, so this is the wall, and then the other wall, then this one, it's here. We transfer it to here, of which the dimensions, it's 920 plus 230, so to the corner. So yeah, now our drawing is a square. We can work it out. I think I'm trying my best, guys. So I know it's hard to explain the calculations, but then I'm trying my best so that we all understand what the recess is. Okay, now there is this wall that you, like this wall that you can transfer anyway, these ones, like these walls, and this one as well, and then this one as well, and then this one as well. But then this one is ×2, and then this one is ×2 as well, and then that one is ×1, because it's only one wall. So and another one, this one, you can multiply it by you can multiply it by 2, because if you take this this wall is, this is the one that is here, this one, and also this one, vertical wall, this is the one that here. I don't know if I'm making sense, guys, about this. So now, hence, you have that wall there, and you have that wall here. That's now a square on that one, or a rectangular shape. And then this one, this wall here, and that wall there as well, which is the excavation, and this one as well there. So you transfer those, and then there is this wall that you can't take anyway. Let me try to check the definition of this recess, of a recess on my thingy. Okay, just a second, guys. I'm trying to check the definition of a recess here in my one of the book. Okay, the recess is an indentation in a wall or surface. Recess can be built in a design feature or to provide a storage space for furniture. I don't know if I'm making sense, but then in taking off on substructure, that's why that's what it in the book says. It is an indentation in a wall. So that's what the recess is like. And then there is a setback, which is this one is a setback, and this one as well is a setback. This one, all of it is a setback, but this one is a recess. So I don't know if I'm making sense or something, but then yeah, that's what a recess is: an indent wall in a surface, in a wall on or a surface. So let's continue. Okay, hence we're taking then the outside walls. Now that our building is a square, it's easy to measure it. We have that dimension, and then we have this dimension as well. And then you add those two dimensions and add also these walls on those dimensions, like plus this times 2 and plus this times 2, and also add those like these walls, the one that you need to measure. And when you measure the drawing, you really need to be careful and leave no stone unturned. Whereas on the excavations, foundation walls, you just need to be careful about that. So now that is a square, and then we take our measurements and these measurements, and then we take the recesses as well, because they are also given, the dimensions are given. You add them on those girth, and then you multiply it by half by 4, because there are 4 corners of the building, 4 corners, which is you deduct the corners, and then you get the center line. After you got your center line, then you go through your drawing and then measure the, which is the your excavation size. Let's say at this point our excavation is 650, and then you measure your 650, and then you measure your height. Maybe let's say your height, because foundations are provisional. Remember, if the foundations are provisional, it means you can measure it, and you can you can measure from 1.1 up. An excavation must be maybe 1.1 up. Then you can maybe say this is 1.2 our excavation meters, and then our excavation size, which is 1.1 by 1.5. Then whatever you got from here, on your external walls, whatever you got, you're just going to multiply it by that 650 and that 650 and that 1.2 meter height of your excavation. Remember, all your excavation all these places need to be excavated, even though there are no walls, but this one need to be excavated, and then the foundation wall need to be built as well, even though they are not they didn't even put the walls, but then you need to excavate this portion. You need to excavate this portion, you know, everything need to be excavated here. Then after you calculate it, that's where you're gonna get the amount of your excavations, like from this center line, and then the size of your excavation. It's blurry now. The size of your excavation, and then the side, which is the height, breadth and height. So that's where you're gonna get your excavation size, and then you go then for internal walls excavation. Oh, another thing, there is firewalls that are usually built, which are internal walls, like these ones. Oh, let me just use another color of the thing. Okay, these are drawings that I mean the internal walls that you maybe sometimes can put them in you can include them on that external wall, which is the one we just did, and then this one as well. Those are the firewalls. They sometimes be 270, 330. Yeah, sometimes you can also include them on your external wall measuring. But then you measure them aside. You don't include them on that center line you were measuring, but then you can separate them like with one specification. But then internal walls, you need to state it on your description that this is the internal wall, but then their size are the same as the outside walls. So now let's go through the internal walls, like all these walls that you need to do, like these ones are internal walls. You need to measure them alone, not with a 150 millimeter thick excavation. I mean wall. The excavate the walls that you need to measure aside. Okay, let's go through the half brick wall. This is the 150 millimeter brick wall, which is you first take the horizontal. These are the horizontal. I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry about this. Okay. I don't know if I let's go through half brick wall. So this is our half brick wall. You take it from here up until here. The dimension of that brick is you need to check it. It's 2.150. I mean 2.510 plus 150 plus 4.48. Then you get the dimension of that wall from 2.510 plus 110. It's 110. Yeah, 110 size of a brick, and then you get you have that 4.48, and then you get your size of the thing of the wall. Then we go again from 1.5, which is that one, this is the wall that you need to measure, which is 1.5. And then again, we go for another one, which is, yeah. And then we go for verticals. Okay. You can as well take this one, this dimension from here to here, all of it. Let me just clear the thing, this one. You can just take it from here up until there. So yeah, you can just take this wall from here to here. And then when you're taking it from here, it means that you're gonna take the vertical, like those verticals one. Let me just use meaning you're gonna take this one here from here, because there is a break that is taken out that was gonna overlap here. So if you're taking that, then you have to measure this vertical wall from here up until here. I don't know if I'm clear about that, but yeah, I'm trying. So now that you have you have measured all your internal walls, you need again to do your center line for them. But then in this case of these internal walls, you're just gonna plus this one, and plus this one, and also plus these. Plus these walls, plus this one, plus this one, plus this one, and plus this one as well. This one, all of it, which is plus. And then you add them together. You don't do anything to them. You don't multiply them by half. You don't multiply them by 4, because they are internal walls. And then whatever then you measure, then you go to your internal walls thing. Like if let me just see if I okay, then your excavation maybe is the same, but then they didn't show where. Sometimes the excavation of the internal walls is not the same as the excavation of the external walls. But then now that we only have this one, then we might as well say whatever center line we have for internal walls, you multiply by 650 by 200 and by 1.2, I mean, sorry. You have your excavations as well. But then another thing, there are these things that you need to measure, like these ones that you need to measure. All of them, include them in your excavation, because there is a concrete that is gonna be poured there, and then including this one. There is a concrete that is gonna be poured there. You need to also measure those one and then add them in the external depth, even though they are not that too much. So that's the foundation we have. And then let's quickly go for thingy, a build-up of rate. I can just explain that. Okay, let me just go through a thing. I think I have some things on my BOQs. Okay, whatever I'm gonna explain here is the same as what I'm gonna just say. Let me just quickly search for the rates. Let's say maybe you are doing there's a different building a rate for a site clearance. There's a different for building a rate for excavation, because you only need to add only the machines and labor only, and then your profit, and then you sharp. So here is the thing. Let me quickly go to price. Okay. Let me just go through. Which one must I go through? Maybe let me just go through and this one. See if and reinforcement. Let's just say like your a ton of your steel is 15,000. What do you need to do when if your ton maybe your ton is 15,000? You need to like okay. Let's say okay, these are different like Gauteng, Durban, Cape Town, the rates of the mix or mix 3 of which 10 MPa, 15 MPa, 15 MPa concrete, and then they differ in stone size. There are 13 millimeter stone size, and there is a 19 millimeter stone size, and then yeah. So if let's say maybe your stone is 400 or 300 or 399.76, then you add your profit of which your labor, let's say it's a concrete. Now because yeah this is a mix, so when you mix there is a cement, sand, and the stone, which is you just need to separate. I will show you one day when we're doing a pricing and estimating next time, because this is the concrete. You also need to add labor in this. This is the whole concrete, and then you add your labor, which is your labor is 40%. The quickest way to do this uh, things when you building rates, you just need to take your item, like let's say maybe your concrete is 1.850, and if your concrete is 1.850 from the supplier, like if the cube is 1.850, then you as a contractor you're gonna add maybe your labor there, and then out of that 1.8, whatever you need to do from the start, you just need to take out your tax, which is 1.15, which is 15% of your tax, and then add your tax again on the end. So let me just let me just show you guys what I have here. You just have what I have here, and then okay. Let me just check for another one. Okay, like this one. Let's say hence we measure everything in square meters, cubes, or something, and one item is measured in cubes or it's a problem. The thing is my laptop is not even okay. There is a kg which is 600 kg, but then yeah they say 1 kg of 10 millimeter diameter bars is 16 rand, which is 16 rand times this one. But then on this 16 rand, it means 1 kg is lesser than this 16 rand, because you also need to take out your thing. There's 15% included here. There is 14% included, which is 40% of the labor included here, and then you add your markup. I don't know if I'm making sense, guys. But then yeah, that's how you measure you build up your rate. You add. Oh, let me just search something, and then on this one, Google. Search something. Let me just search something on Google so that we just we know, so that we know what I'm trying to explain here. Or maybe say it, palisade fencing price. Okay, let's just search palisade fencing, like price per meter. You know, sometimes usually like a palisade per meter is 660, 650 per meter, and then show you what the palisade fencing is. Okay, palisade fencing is this one, but then there is a concrete palisade, which is this one. The concrete palisade fencing, which is usually be in meter, which is this one. When you install this, when you install, or maybe when you price for this, you just get the price of this fencing, which is maybe 600 and maybe 660, including tax. And then you take your tax out, and then you add 650 times 40%, and then you add that 40%. Or maybe you can just say 660 times 1.40, and then you get your fence, and then as well as as your labor. After you got your fence, and then you add that that 40%, including 10% maybe of your attendance, you know. So let's say maybe 660 by 1.40, let's say maybe it's 924, and then there is, that's 910, you also add, which is 10%, which times 1.10, 1.10, which makes 1016.4 for your let me just write here because I think it's simpler here. Let's say it's 660 by 1.40, which is 40%, and then plus, I mean, this big, and then you get your answer, and then which is 923.99, which is now 124. 924 times 1.10, which is your attendance and profit, which is the profit you have, and also because you also added your labor. Then this is your rate that you need to put on the BOQ. Like if they said your palisade is gonna be 500 meters, then it's gonna be 1.1016.4 times 500. Then you get your answer, which is the amount of, like the total amount of the the cost of your palisade fencing. I don't know if I'm making it clear, guys, but then this is the quickest way, other than building from the scratch. But then for the student, I can assist them aside. If you have a problem, you can just dim me aside, and then I will assist you, because I don't know if I'm good in explaining. I think right. Is there anyone who have a question? Hello.
Guys, you can raise up your hand or send questions in the group in the chat.
Oh, okay. Another thing, whatever I explained today, and then we just gonna go through this drawing again, maybe next week, because since you guys saw that this laptop doesn't have Microsoft Word, then next week, try by all means come prepared, and then with the laptop okay and everything okay, no explanations. I'm just gonna calculate it so that everyone is like okay with everything I explained. But then I'm always available. There are a lot of people that I'm assisting maybe aside who are working, who are not even working, but then I'm not charging anyone. I'm just doing everything free because I know we all need information. So you are all like welcome to touch me aside when if you need something, or maybe if you don't understand something. There are a lot of people that I'm assisting. So I'm just gonna squeeze, but then even though I'm always busy, yeah, I'm busy sometimes, but then I always make time to come back to you.
Okay, so is there anyone with a question currently? You can post it in the chat or you can just raise up your hand. If you do have further questions, you can either send them in the group chat or directly contact our presenter for today. Okay, currently it seems like there aren't really any questions. Yeah, thank you for your time today. The presentation went well, even though after so many struggles from yesterday, we finally made it through.
Yeah, I was trying, by the way. So sorry if maybe I didn't try enough, but then I promise you, next time I'm gonna come back with the laptop okay, because it really embarrassed me yesterday. The one I have, which is my own laptop, is the one that have all the information that I needed. This one connected my phone only connected to it, but then there is no information about it. And then this is this drawing. I'm still working on this drawing, so I'm just going to send you guys another drawing, not this one, the things that you maybe need to go through. And then the students, just going to go through, I'm just going to give them whatever I have, including roofs, everything, and also the garden walls. So I'm just going to give them everything that I have: garden walls, roofs, superstructure, substructure, and then you can ask me whatever you want to ask then after I gave you. I'm not going to give them this drawing because there's a client who said I must measure this drawing for, so he needs it. And yeah, so guys, that's it, and thank you so much.
Okay, that'll be much appreciated. Thank you for your time, and thank you everyone for availing yourself to attend. Yeah, I think we have come to the close of this session.
Yeah, okay, no, next week we might meet next week, or if maybe there is no one who's scheduled for next week, then I'm taking maybe Saturday. I'll come with building of rate, also touch building of rate, and then measure the superstructure. The superstructure, and from the foundation, and then the superstructure up, all of it. In fact, I'm gonna touch all of it. So just please bear with me, And I'm sorry for all these conveniences since yesterday. So I'm just going to try my best to be well prepared next week.
No, that's not a problem. I think above all things, we are just appreciative of you just being available to actually do this. Don't care about what's happening in between. It's okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
So I
You can
think
close the group then.
yeah, this comes to the end of the session. Session adjourned. Thank you, everyone, and thank you to the presenter. Bye.
Okay, bye.